Alright, so this is my first match. I was definitely nervous, but ready to go. In a good mindset by the time it came around. Um, just stand fighting with this guy for a second. He's pretty aggressive for sure, strong. Um, I know I had to do something, and I wasn't really confident with takedowns, so I pull guard here half. Finally get my legs around. This dude was not coming down. Yeah, he ends up picking me up. I figured it'd be better just to hang on because I knew he couldn't slam me. I was starting to get on top here. I was all excited, and then rolls me again. I said, okay, well at least I got the guard. I'm just trying to work some stuff in. He's just keeping pressure. I could tell he did not want to be in that guard. In my guard. Um, yeah, I'm trying to pull his arm over. I believe I'm trying to set up a triangle. Just kind of, or maybe get an arm bar, but now I'm kind of trying to get a deep collar, either throw him off, or if he does let me, I'll go for a collar choke. But he's holding my hips down pretty good. I think he's trying to pop him open from the ground. I'm gonna stand. My arm was caught in there for a second. I want to pull it out. He's trying to get my legs off. I'm trying to set something up, but also trying to fight his hands, obviously, from pushing me off. I'm trying to get deep in the collar. He's really holding me down, though, so it's hard for me to get up. Here we go, trying to come across, which is kind of a dumb move by me. Here he goes picking me up again. Hard for me to stay on. I know I was about to slip, so I was ready to grab his legs if I did fall, which is what I'm about to do. Oh, actually, sorry, wrong part. Me just keep trying to not let him get side control, get my leg back in. Close one. But, yeah, there you go for that arm. I had it. I thought I had it. It slipped out. Damn. And that was upsetting. Yeah. I thought he was going to get in side control, but it's a tournament, which is, I found out that I have way more determination in to not let him do that to me. So I actually ended up just trying my absolute hardest to stay out of getting to the side. He's pushing, pushing, pushing. I think he does finally get in the side. Yeah, he does. And I'm just protecting now there. I remember I was going to try and throw him off by pulling the opposite way and then pushing the right way I actually wanted to go. I think is what I go to do here. I'm just sitting here resting. Now I'm watching for him to go mount, maybe see if I could take advantage of that. And he's starting to slide the knee up, so I fake like I'm going to go that way, and then I push that way so I can slide my knees in. Got one knee in. I'm still worried he's going to try and get around it again back into side control. I think he's getting tired maybe. So I'm using my other foot to give me a little room. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to get my other leg free. There it is. Okay, yeah. Now I got high up on him, and this is where I was like, okay, this is good. But he pulls out. Now I'm like, okay, I'm going to try and grab his legs and mount. Here goes to the mount, and then, whoop, rolls me over. Ah, man, I was so frustrated from that. So I'm back here in closed guard, so I'm like, well, at least I'm in closed guard. He's got 3 points. I believe it was from that reversal, actually, either right there or previously. I still got to figure out that rule because it was a little confusing and actually cost me the other match later on. So I'm here just messing around with this collar, trying to irritate him and get him thrown off a little bit. I'm trying to work my way up, back to an arm. He gets rid of it. I think at some point I try it again, and then he lets me get into a good triangle position. Time's running out. There's very little time left here. Going for another arm, pop out of it, and then here I think I get a good little, I pull him into my triangle here for a second, but I'm fighting this off, boom, got him in a triangle position. I'm locking it up, it felt good, working with him, trying to submit him. I know I'm running out of time, I had him so tight, he's starting to like gurgle and make noises. I'm like, oh yeah, I got him, and then he stops. I say, no, oh damn. Literally 5 minutes, not even 4 minutes break on the sidelines, and I'm right back in. Well, I'm pretty sure this guy's fucking fresh. Sorry for my language. But yeah, so we do some stand fighting. This dude's definitely strong. I didn't know what this dude knew, but he felt pretty good. I went for a single A, but I didn't keep my head up, so of course he puts me in a guillotine, which a lot of my training partners warned me about. But somehow I end up on top here. I roll around as he tried to take me down. And I'm fighting to get out of this half guard. Fighting. And this was annoying the whole time. He had that knee in there, and I definitely want to try and work on that once I get back in the gym because he's just fighting this. Now he's got my leg, and I'm like, oh god, we got a leg locker. I'm trying to get past this, work my way up. I'm like, oh no, I can't go out like this. Please no. So I'm over here fighting, just trying to pull myself up, get my leg a little bit farther. And I'm like, okay, abort that. Let's just spin around. I got it out. I was like, yes. Then he tries to get up on top, get to my knees, and I think, okay, maybe I could roll back and put him in my guard, but he's going for a little guillotine, so I'm defending that. Then he tries to grab around on my back. I'm ready. I roll over. I somehow make my way to the top. I was happy about this. I enjoyed my movement there and seeing myself doing that made me kind of happy. So I'm over here trying to get past this stupid knee again. He's trying to pull in another leg lock, fighting with me. It's just really irritating. I can't get past that knee. It was really bugging me. And he's going for the stupid leg lock again. I'm really worried about that. I actually don't remember what happens here. Okay, yeah, I fall. I think it was a race at some point here. He gives up on the leg, and I'm just pulling, trying to get up to him. And at some point, we race and roll around one more time, I think. See, I'm pulling up on his collar. He's trying to, like, do something with my leg. I think he's realizing it's not going to really work very easy from where he's at. But, yeah, now we're racing up here. I felt he was going to try and get up, so I got up first. Now here he goes to the leg again. I hated this. It was really frustrating. He centers us back in the middle. Set back in the same position. Thinking I'm absolutely super tired here. That first match destroyed me, so I'm trying to pull any sense of will I have left in me, and this guy's trying his hardest, obviously, and trying to knock me over again, get my leg, and trying to pull out. I remember he was trying to pull out my base there, my arm, and he ends up doing it. Somehow I get up again, and this is where I get into a good half guard. I felt good about this. I was like, yes, finally. And he's letting me almost just get right into mount here. He's got that leg. It's not even wrapping. He's just exhausted, I think, which was good for me. I have my arm under. I'm thinking, okay, I just got to get my head under his. I'm going to go for the arm triangle. He's already letting me almost, basically. So I'm digging my head in, finally get my head in. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's deep now. I have this in here, and I'm squeezing. I'm thinking, it's tight. I feel like it's tight, but I flip off him to the other side. I'm shoving my shoulder, and I'm like, man, this guy's not tapping. So at this point, I'm almost thinking about giving up. Luckily, I don't. I'm kind of getting into this thing, and he taps. And I was like, yes, man. I am just gassed right here, bro. Match 3, this guy I'm pretty sure, again, was fresh, and I literally had back-to-back-to-back matches. This is like the third match in like literally 12 minutes. I'm dead by the time I even come against this guy right now. I don't want to make excuses. I'm not saying whatever happens here is not, whatever happens. It's just, it was a rough turn of events for me. So anyway, we're fighting, and this dude's phone and mask fall out of his gi. I was like, what the hell? Who the hell was he tucking in his pants? I mean, what is this? So anyway, to get back into it, I think the ref was messing with him, talking about a DQ if it happens again. I'm like, oh, how much more stuff he got in there? Yeah, we're hand fighting again. Trying to get some he pulls guard. I was almost ready for this. I could feel he was setting this up, and I was thinking about it too. I was thinking about pulling guard. He beat me to it, and he's he's doing well to use my gi and hold on to the fabric and just really irritate me. And his coach is yelling triangle. I'm like, oh, I know it's there too, and I really wish if I could go back, I'd stuff my other arm back in and just go up into his guard. But I ended up letting him get this, and I went to the wrong side. I was going to try and pull his knee in to break it, but I actually went to the wrong side, which actually made me worse. And I'm fighting with everything I can here, almost passing out. And I end up tapping here right now because he just had it deep, and I was pissed, man. Yeah, it was unfortunate. But I actually get to rematch this guy, and luckily this time I had a little break. It was like maybe a 12-minute break. I was on the sidelines. I was able to pull him in my guard this time because I knew I had to beat him to the punch. Sorry about that. I had a burp. But yeah, so this is a bad angle here for a second. The whole time we're basically just, he's trying to hold off my arms. I'm trying to dig into his collar and keep my legs around. And we keep fighting with our hands. He's trying to keep my arms away. I'm trying to push my arms up. I'm pulling his head down. I'm exhausted at this point. This fourth match, I mean, I really realized from this tournament that everyone's using more energy because I think everyone just cares so much. So it's just brutal. I mean, I was after the first and second round alone. My forearms, I could barely close my hands. So I'm just trying to fight grips. I mean, during the thing, I throw that out the window. Obviously, I'm just trying to fight these grips and try and get a deep collar. And he's trying to knock my hands off. And we go do that for a while. Um, I'm pretty sure I'm making it really miserable for him. It's hard to tell from this angle, obviously, but I'm just kind of really grinding in, really pulling on his neck. Resituating my hips up a little higher, trying to with my legs. Oh, here's a better angle. Good. So, yeah, now you can see my arm deep into his collar. And I'm trying to pull back, pull deep, and get up, climb higher. He's trying to stand up here, so I'm ready for that. I'm really kind of trying to wait and really pull in. He's trying to get away from this collar choke I've been trying to put in the whole time. I think I try and switch up my game here a little bit. I think I was trying to go for a scissor sweep, but he was ready for it. So I'm trying to grab his arm and pull him into me. Oh, here's another collar attempt, I think. Collar choke attempt. He's trying to, I think he was almost trying to wrist lock me right there even, but I was able to get away from that. We were fighting like this for a while. I honestly felt stronger than this guy, and I really thought, but anyway. So yeah, I'm trying to get my knees free and get my knee in there, but he kept really pushing in hard. So I think he like really felt that I was trying to do that. I was gonna try and push him away a little bit, slide my one knee in, pull him back, and scissor sweep. But his coach was even yelling, "Don't let him do that from the sides." It's another thing. I didn't have any coach, so I kept hearing their coaches yelling different things to me. And I think here I'm trying to pull his arm free from getting him against me. I'm trying to go for a hip. I think I have to go for a hip sweep, but he tries to stand up before I could do that. Hip bump sweep. Now here I go for a triangle attempt. I'm trying to pull him in. And he opens him up. I'm like, uh-oh. Fight. I somehow get back in there. I feel like I did a good job of keeping my legs in front, which was made me feel pretty good about that. Like just not letting him get around me easily, even when it felt like I was gonna lose it. So I was proud of that. This guy obviously didn't know the rules because he's trying to like go for a takedown or something. Anyway, no, this guy was a cool guy though. But anyway, so again, we're just fighting here in this guard for this last round. My legs, I'm pretty sure, are exhausted here. See, this is where I went for this like little sweep, but he was too far, leaned to the one side, and I couldn't get him on my knee to really kick him over. And I think I go for a hip sweep here, yeah. I almost wish I would have grabbed his arm, went for a Kimura when I fell back, but in the moment, I think right here I'm actually thinking about, damn, I could have did that. So I almost try and go for it again, but he's ready for it now, and we're fighting. Here I go again, trying to get my leg up there to get him deep in a triangle position. I almost have it, but you can see he's trying to get out of there before it's too late. And he gets out of it. See here, I'm like, uh-oh. Gotta regain that. And again, somehow, I roll back over. He's trying to go for a guillotine here, I believe. And he actually has it deep. I remember this, actually. I forgot about this part. Yeah, he gets a deep guillotine here, and I'm like, oh, no, not again. He does not want to let me out of this. And I literally pulled my head so hard. This hurts so bad. I remember thinking, damn, this shit's hard. Pull that thing out. Ref pulls my gi off my head. I'm like, oh, yeah, man, 0-0. He's got me. I just got to get past this half guard, and I'm going to win this one. I'm like, I can get back my loss from before. So I'm just trying to mess with his neck, kind of just get him a little sidetracked. I'm stuck in this half guard. I wanted to get up as soon as I could. I'm pulling my leg out, and I can tell he's setting something up. So I'm trying to be ready for that too at the same time. Almost get it out, and then yep, rolls me right here, which got him the reversal points. And yeah, I got my leg back in, and that's time. Won by 2 points. Good times anyway.